my next kill. I'll make your life
Hey everybody, Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. So for the red team, we have Ashe, Riven, Cho'Gath, Misfortune, and Katarina versus the blue team, who has Rengar, Blitzcrank, Lux, Vayne, and Dr. Mundo. This should be a very interesting match. There's a lot of interesting picks. We don't really see that frequently. So starting off at the top lane, we have Riven versus the Rengar. Don't know who's going to win this match. I'm not really familiar with the two going up against each other. I'm assuming that that Riven will win, though, just because she's really powerful. She has a spammable shield, and she has a lot of mobility as well. But just taking a look at the stats of each player, Riven mains jungle as Rengar mains AD carry, so there's not going to be a huge difference there. But Riven's been played by this person 67 times with a 70% win ratio, which is a lot of games and a really high win percentage. As to where Rengar has never been played by this person in a ranked game. So, definitely going to give top lane to the red team as far as the stats go. And then we look at mid lane, we have Katarina versus Lux. Katarina mains support, while Lux mains caster. That's going to give her a little bit of an advantage, just knowing the lane matchups and the champions a little bit better. Katarina has been played by this person 10 times and won 60% of them, which isn't bad, but it's still a little bit of inexperience. Lux has only been played by this person once with one win, and the KDA was not very good, 5, 6, and 16. I guess it's not terrible, but it's not really all that spectacular either. But the fact that she mains caster, I think that's really going to give her the advantage as far as instead of a support player. So I'm going to go ahead and give that one to the blue team. If we take a look at the jungle, we have Cho'Gath, whose summon information is missing, so I can't really provide you any insight on that, versus Mundo, who mains jungle. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to the blue team, just because he mains jungle, and that's the only information I can really see. Then if we take a look at the bot lane, it's going to be Vayne and Blitzcrank versus Ashe and Misfortune. And this should be pretty interesting. Ashe support, she does main support, and has 14 games played with a 57% win ratio. It's not that bad, but it's really interesting to have an Ashe support. It's definitely not common. I have seen it a couple times. It works out okay. You can kind of sit in that bush, throw out the volley, and then a guaranteed crit. So it works. It's really good for like bursting people down and then slowing them, kind of locking them up a little bit. Plus the vision from the Hawk is really good. But anyway, so if we take a look at the Misfortune versus the Graves, Misfortune mains jungle, and so does Vayne. But Misfortune has only been played by this person 6 times with a 50% win ratio, when Vayne has been played by this person almost 75 times with a 41% win ratio. So I think Vayne has a little bit more familiarity with the lane matchups. It's just Vayne gets zoned out really early on and really easily by pretty much every champion. That's really hard to get farmed with her. So I think, and Misfortune's strong point is her early game and her amazing harass. So I think in conjunction with the Ashe support, I think red team will end up taking that. So if we take a look and add up all the percentages, red team has an average of 65.98% chance of winning, and the blue team has a 55.42% chance of winning. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the numbers here and actually vote for the red team. I think that they will come out on top. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey everybody, Strider's here with another daily high ELO casting, and this should be an extremely fun match. We do have support Anivia actually playing Boom Boom Blitzcrank, which I'm a little bit disappointed. I have to say, I really do like support Anivia. Not the best, of course, but she does some work. That's all that really matters. We do have Squiggle, Tina, 408, Support Daddy. I think this might be a 5 vs 5 game, actually. So that could be interesting. It looks like people are really going for those, really going for the platinum ratings and stuff like that. Really, really interesting. Of course, I really need to start playing again so I can get back up to my platinum rating or gold rating. At least. I don't even know what I'm at now. I have no idea. It's been a while. I just don't play ranked games anymore. Most of my friends that play stopped playing, and so I just didn't play ranked anymore. I was playing with other friends, but I had to like teach them how to play and all that other stuff. So I don't know. I just don't really like solo queuing. I like duo queuing. That's fun, but solo queuing is not really my niche. Finally, those other two champions did connect. So we will have a matchup, Vayne versus Ashe. And this should be pretty interesting. Ashe is pretty good at kiting, and Vayne's usually really good at avoiding kiting, but it's hard to avoid a volley to your face, as well as just those slow auto attacks. This game, I think, is going to be extremely difficult for the Vayne. She did bring Cleanse against that Ashe, though, and that's going to be super, super good. If she does get hit by that crystal arrow, she will be able to cleanse out of it pretty much immediately, and then go about her business and just kind of clean up the match. So I'm a little interested. I haven't seen really any of these people on the blue team play before, so it will be interesting to see what they decide to pull out, or even if it will be really interesting to see what they end up pulling out in the end. And we do have a teleport on Lux, which is pretty interesting. She does have an extremely long distance on her ultimate. I don't really think teleport is necessary most of the time, but she again does have that double snare. So if bottom throws in a ward in a bottom bush, Lux can just teleport there and get a double snare off, and then get a double kill possibly for the bottom lane, which could be absolutely huge. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a pretty good fight. Everyone's over 2k ELO, pretty much right around 2100. So it'll be really interesting, well, to say the least. Cho'Gath and Misfortune, two champions you don't really see that frequently, as well as Katarina on the same team. They're a very close ranged fight. And then you throw Ashe in the mix, and Ashe is really, really going to help just immensely. She's really just going to keep people in place, kind of prevent anything crazy from happening.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, she could just slow everybody on their team down. They're not going to be able to get away, and it's just not going to be good times. I can already tell you that. So I still don't know who's... Oh, Ashe is going to be support, and Misfortune's going to be bottom. Yeah, but that's slow from Ashe. Is going to be so powerful in those team fights. But there's a lot of tanky and some pretty nice CC themselves, like AP Rengar. Since a majority of the champions are melee on the red team, Rengar's Battle Roar is going to like rip apart the team, like rip apart the red team. So I'm interested to see if that's actually going to happen or not. Oh my gosh, Katarina is so close. Is she going to get grabbed? No, she gets snared and then she gets grabbed. She is going to have to use her flash. There wasn't anybody there to follow up on it. She actually does not end up using her flash. She just kind of runs away. Wonderful job by the Katarina, realizing that there was no threat and being able to get out of there just in time. So it looks like Mundo's going to be starting onto the Wraiths, which isn't relatively out of the normal. It's just a little interesting. He'll probably go towards the blue buff first then, if I were to take a guess. Riven, in the meantime, is actually taking her own team's Wraith, which is going to help her farm a little bit up for sure. And she almost has all the Wraiths down before the minions even get to the lane. They haven't even met up yet. She's almost at top lane again, and they're just barely meeting each other. Now Mundo's getting a huge leash onto this red buff. He's going to be able to get that without using a smite. And Rengar does see that the blue buff is still there, and it's still alive. That could be really bad. But now Rengar's coming in. Yeah, I don't exactly know why he was doing it. He might have just been checking for presence there to see if Cho'Gath was possibly stealing it. I don't think that would have been a good choice by Cho'Gath, so I think Rengar just kind of missed out on a lot of experience and gold for no real reason. But we have Mundo coming up. He does have double buffs right now. This could be incredibly terrifying. Is she going to get some damage off? Yes, she does get a little bit of damage. The slow now coming out, and then the exhaust. She is going to be able to get out of there just a little bit. And no, she is actually just going to kind of sit around them and let AoE happen. And that is going to be first blood down onto the Mundo. Wonderful job. There was no way that she was going to be able to get out of that, I guess, and she just didn't want to try. I don't necessarily agree with that. A lot of times you should try, or at least gain something out of it. I guess she did try a little bit to get a little bit extra damage on the Rengar, but it didn't look like it looked more like she was just running away instead, or just running around in circles, not even really running away. Cho'Gath is doing an okay job at the jungle. He's a little bit slower than the Mundo. Mundo's already made an appearance in the lane, as to where Cho'Gath has not. Cho'Gath does have a ward in his own red buff, which is a little interesting. Katarina still looks like, yeah, she's level 3. Which is interesting. I thought they were going to be level, yeah, they're really close to level 4. Never mind. Yeah, so that's going to be level 4 for Lux. She has 2 into her Lucent Singularity, sorry. And that is going to be a huge source for damage. Just I don't know if she's going to be able to hit it properly. That is one thing I'm worried about. It is AoE, yes, so unless Katarina jumps on her and she has ridiculous reaction time, I think she's going to get caught out pretty easily. Oh, Rengar's jumping down onto him, gets a couple battle roars off, and now Cho'Gath goes in, gets off the silence on the Rengar. Now the auto attacks from Cho'Gath with that red buff are going to be pretty huge, but it's not nearly going to be enough. Rengar's still doing a pretty good job. He's behind by quite a bit, though. By quite a bit indeed. Oh, sorry, actually, Rengar is ahead. They're both top lanes are super low. Oh, now it looks like Rengar is going to go down. He gets the battle roar. It's going to definitely help. Gets the ignite off. And is that going to be a kill? No, it doesn't get the kill. Mundo, is he going to throw a cleaver through that wall? Poke, cleaver. And that is going to be a free double buff for Mundo. And now Riven is extremely low. She's definitely going to have to get out of there. Now that Mundo has the double buff, she really has to recall. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. Now the benefits of that are that she was able to pick up a kill, or get the assist anyway, and get out of there alive. Mundo decided to go for the guaranteed kill instead of a possible kill, which isn't necessarily a bad decision, especially when the guaranteed kill is a jungler, and it's possible for him to get an oracle. Most champions don't really get oracles on, just because they're like too squishy. They can't place properly, or they just don't have proper placement for their skill sets against the champions that they're going against. So sometimes it makes it a little difficult to find out who needs that oracles, but that's going to provide them with a lot of early game presence. Oh, and the barely missing the Shupa, being able to dodge it, and the ultimate now coming out doing quite a bit of damage, but Katarina is going to survive with just about 100 health. Beautiful play by her. She juked so many shots. If Lux would have hit either one of those, that would have been GG. And wow, Rengar's getting absolutely destroyed once again by this Riven. And oh my god, Blitzcrank's going in pretty hard, but so is Rengar gonna go in all in? Rengar could go in all in. I don't know if he's gonna be able to take it, but it'd be really close. Now, still for bottom lane, we have Misfortune at 47 with Vayne at 41, so they're going pretty even. Neither of the sports have any kills. Wow, a huge initiation, and the ultimate now coming out from Riven. She does have the ignite on her, but now Rengar popped his ultimate, and oh man, the battle roar coming out. And is that going to be it? He does have to flash out of there. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It looks like Katarina is actually coming bottom. She is getting pinged off by the blue team. They do have a ward there. Condemn into the wall just a tiny bit. It was so good. I didn't actually expect that to hit the wall. It looked like it went past it, and since the Condemn have been kind of having issues lately, quite a few issues. Cho'Gath is going in man mode right now. He's all by himself. And that is going to be quite a bit of damage. It's not going to be enough. And wow, good job to grab and land. And now Lux is coming in doing a ton of damage. And that is going to be an Omnom coming out from Cho'Gath. It's not really going to do much. And now Vayne's coming back into the fight. The flash is coming out from... oh my gosh, Ashe doing a tremendous job slowing. And oh man, that is going to be a dead misfortune. She is going to try to juke just a little bit, but no, not going to be able to juke that cleaver whatsoever. She is in the meantime, actually sorry, Lux in the meantime is able to take out a Fioria. Mundo is back in his jungle finally, so it's been a while since he's actually been in the jungle. Same with Cho'Gath, they've been kind of just roaming from lane to lane pretty regularly. Just, you know, not a bad idea, of course, but definitely Mundo is doing a wonderful job. He has, I think, the most gold in the game. Yeah, he has the most gold in the game by quite a bit, actually. So I'm pretty interested to see what the team can do with a fed Mundo. So Mundo's doing a wonderful job, like I said. Rengar's not doing too bad, and neither is Lux. But they just don't really have that gold on Vayne. And Vayne or, you know, Blitzcrank. And that Vayne combo is going to be extremely useful later on. Oh, the Power Fist now coming out. Is he going to land? Oh my gosh, he uses the ultimate, but the it doesn't hit, and wow, a huge bullet time coming up, being able to pick up the kill on the Vayne, and almost gets the kill onto that Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is definitely going to have to go back and heal after that one. That is a very demoralizing fight. But in the meantime, up top, Rengar trying to extend to the Jace, not doing nearly as much damage though. So it should be overall a very interesting match. The lanes seem pretty even. Nobody has a huge advantage right now. The gold is in favor of the blue team by about 2,000. It's definitely nothing huge. It looks like a red team is going on really hard. Yes, that is going to pick up the kill on the Mundo. That's going to go 408. Absolutely beautiful job. Now red team, wow, they have a huge creep wave bottom. I would kind of be surprised if they decide not to take this, but it's going down so fast. It's already at half health. They're going to be able to take this down pretty easy. Oh, wow. Okay, so Ezreal gets condemned to the wall. Now he's about to die. He does go down almost instantly. Oh, is Vayne going to be able to pick that up? She should be able to. Oh, Katarina coming in, picking up the kill on that Blitzcrank. And now, wow, she comes in. She Shumpo's in and then uses Death Lotus right away. Getting quite a bit of damage on the Vayne, kind of forcing her to back off. Since the condemn was down, it was not good times. Rengar actually looping around. He does have his ultimate up. Yeah, that's not going to be good times. Cho'Gath was basically forced to run in a way that he thought might be possible for him to be in. It doesn't seem like it did happen though. Chat sounds like it's blowing up though. I wonder what's GG. Oh, okay, so Lux is doing quite a bit of damage so far. She's doing a really good job of playing. And up top, there's going to be a lot of action. Mundo ends up taking out Riven. And, oh man, is he going to be able to flash over that wall before he gets slowed? Yes, he is. And the Lux, oh my god, just barely missing. Unfortunately, just barely missing on that Lux ult. So close. Well, hit, but it just didn't do enough damage. That's what I mean by that. Oh my gosh, Mundo's in the jungle now. Oh, Cho'Gath didn't run far enough away. He needed to run to the Void. The Void was his only home and safe spot. Katarina getting a lot of damage taken on Blitzcrank. The great thing is that Blitzcrank is a huge counter to Katarina, and that is going to be a free kill for that Lux. Awesome. But Blitzcrank has 3 ways to get Katarina out of her ult. 3 ways. Which makes him just a complete detriment to anyone that wants to play Katarina or anybody with like a channel ultimate. It's so difficult to go against that Ahri. Luckily, the Blitzcrank. Ahri, yeah, Ahri's a pain in the ass too, but Blitzcrank with anybody with the channel spell is so annoying. And now Lux is trying to run away. She's so slowed by oh, the Ashe arrow coming out, and now the rupture from Cho'Gath is going to be able to silence, and that is going to be a free kill for the red team. Red team is now starting to come back in this fight. They're down by 400 gold now, not doing too bad, not doing amazing either, but you know, can't have everything. Can't have everything. They're doing a great job though. They're really starting to group up and push these lanes. and that's going to help them quite a bit. Obviously, it's just going to help them in the gold department, but it's also just going to help them overall as far as in the later game. They're going to get used to each other. They're going to have a lot better teamwork. Yeah, they're going to have amazing teamwork. And that's going to be really good. Rengar going in, taking a lot of damage from this. Oh, the ult just barely nipping him. Not going to really be enough. And now Katarina's in a dangerous spot. She's against the Blitzcrank and the Mundo. And he's just going to keep ulting her. Yes. That passive on his ult is super, super useful for champions that just want to juke constantly. Because regardless of what they do, it's just going to keep hitting them. So she was just kind of waiting for that Shumpo and the flash to come up so she could do something tricky. They just didn't fall for it. That's really all that happened there. Wonderful job by her trying it out, though. You can't really knock somebody for trying out something that should work. Oh, is Misfortune going to be able to take this? Yes, she does. Take that dragon. Wow, beautiful job. No smite coming out from the Mundo. It was on cooldown. So that's the unfortunate events that do happen in solo queue. You start taking dragons without smite. You don't expect anything bad to happen, and suddenly Misfortune comes along and just ults you and takes your dragons. Very disheartening. I would feel very disheartened if that happened to me. But Vayne is actually falling behind quite a bit, behind by about 25 CS of that Misfortune, and that is impressive since they weren't even for quite some time. But now you see that Lux is doing a relatively good job, you know, only up by about 5 CS on the Katarina, but still pretty good. She also has 3 kills as to where Katarina only has 1. So that's a huge difference as well. Mundo doing a wonderful job showing his lane presence, jungling in between camps when he can. It's just an absolute wonderful job. Oh, now the flash pull coming out with the ultimate and the condemn, doing a ton of damage, instantly killing that Ashe. And now, oh my gosh, the ultimate now coming out. Is Vayne going to be able to survive? No, Vayne will not survive, and now it's just Blitzcrank. Is he going to be able to chug his way out of here? Go, Blitzcrank, go. No, he's actually going to let the Cho'Gath just kind of back off. Probably the smartest idea. Uh-oh. The grab now missing from him. This is going to be quite a bad thing, but Xmithy is now down here. Sorry, not Xmithy. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So Mundo's coming down, doing a great job, showing his presence in that lane. Doing exactly what he needs to. He's farming like crazy right now. So Mundo has 81 CS as opposed to Cho'Gath 66, 67. So he's doing a phenomenal job with that farm, and he has 5 kills. So he's just a freaking monster right now. And that's going to be really dangerous for the opposing team later on if Mundo gets super, super fed. He does have that Spirit Visage, which is going to help his ultimate just a little bit more, of course. And oh my gosh, is Riven going to be able to go in on this? He does a lot of damage, but Rengar is being really tanky, so that's really good for him. He did get that ninja tabby. He does have... oh no, now Lux doing a ton of damage to this Ashe. Ashe taking a ridiculous amount of damage, and now I don't know if she's going to throw down her ult or not. It doesn't look like it, but it was super close. Oh, Cho'Gath is now spotted out. Rengar is going to have to back off. He's basically forced to back off. Yeah, so Rengar's coming in, throws down Full Strike, now throws down the ultimate. He is going to try to run away. Does as much damage as he can, but he's not going to be enough. The Blitzcrank grab actually missing. And now, oh my gosh, the Riven doing a phenomenal job. And now the teleport from Lux. Is it going to be a double? Is it going to be a double? No, I don't think it will be. She might throw her laser and he could pick up a kill possibly. Oh man, great shield now coming out from Lux. Shielding almost all the tower shots. But now, again, Mundo missing that rupture. The very vital rupture. Getting a lot of damage taken on his Ashe. But now Vayne actually goes down. And Ashe follows pretty quickly. Oh, a great grab from Blitzcrank through the wall, completely blind, and now, oh my gosh, are they going to be able to do it? It looks like Blitzcrank just tanking the tower, waiting for his team to do something, but they weren't able to. And, wow, that's going to be a great job by Lux, zoning him in the right way, and the ultimate from Lux just barely missing that Cho'Gath. And that would have been a great double kill. That would have been awesome, 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 awesome. blue team again, pulling ahead. They're only ahead by 700 gold now.
Red team's
But,
turret
I mean,
has been
700 gold. Oh, they spiked up a little bit. Alright. So we're up about 1,400 gold now. They were able to take that top tower, which is super, super useful. And now is Lux going to feed this? No, he's not. Okay, so yeah, last time Lux was going for the blue buff and ended up going on to the Mundo, which was very disappointing. And another power fist coming out from Blitzcrank. I don't think he should have grabbed there until he power fisted, but then again, I think his flash was also on cooldown. Oh, the flash is there. Very interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh my gosh, a great ultimate dodge from the Lux. Is Lux able? No, she's not going to be able to do anything about it. Very unfortunate, but now Riven again going on super hard against this. Oh man, it's really hurtful to see a Rengar get kind of destroyed in a way. He's AP Rengar, but he's taking a lot of damage. That Hex Drinker is definitely helping out the Riven quite significantly. I would say probably one of the best items that she could have right now, especially against a really, really bursty champion like AP Rengar. So now Rengar's finally back in lane. He does have a needlessly large rod. It's so needlessly large. But, oh my god, he's going to do a lot of damage. He does have his full stacks. He's not actually doing that much. But, oh no, now ultimate coming out. Oh yes, Rengar is going to try to hunt her down just a little bit, but she does get the stun off right when he jumps on her, and he is going to have to back off from that. It's just not going to be enough. He does have those 5 stacks now, but he's going to use it on a battle roar just on some minions. Not a big deal there. And now, Rengar is going to get initiated, and is he going to go down? Yes, the Hex Drinker does proc, but Rengar still goes down pretty easily. Cho'Gath has actually been nailing these ruptures, doing some really nice ruptures. I mean, yeah, that one wasn't really important at all, but the fact that he's still able to land a lot of ruptures, really good dodge on the cleaver, silencing Lux, exactly who you need to silence. And now, wow, okay, so Vayne condemns Katarina out of the fight. Now a double snare coming out with the ultimate, going down, and Lux just does a huge amount of damage there. And again, Cho'Gath getting that rupture perfectly, and the Shubo to the minion is really going to help that Katarina kind of just come out on top. And that's going to be huge. So the dragon is going to be under assault now, once again by the blue team. And they're showing a huge presence now. They're really starting to come ahead of this fight, and that is going to be a dragon for the blue team. Finally, you know, Misfortune was dead, so they had no worry of getting it bullet timed. Which was actually still really funny last time. But I would not necessarily expect them to go for Baron anytime soon. Mundo's pretty good at Baron. He does have that percentage health cleaver, so it's definitely not a bad idea, but I just don't know if he's actually really leveled it up that much. His cleaver is at, no, okay, so it is level 5. That's definitely going to help. Yeah, it's definitely going to help like a lot. But we still don't know what he's actually planning on doing yet. So we will find that out. He has 6 kills already, doing a phenomenal job. He goes back, he actually gets exactly that Warmogs. So that Warmogs is huge for him. And Rengar actually getting a Zani's Hourglass, so really going for that armor, trying to withstand any sort of engagement coming out from the Vayne, Ashe, and Riven combo. Oh my gosh, a grab. Really close to going down. They're starting to harass the splits as much as possible, preventing him from recalling, and a great condemn into the wall. And Misfortune is taking a lot of damage. The cleanse out coming out from Vayne. I think she's still going to go down. Wow. MF was so close to dying there. Beautiful job. That was a really good fight. Vayne didn't really do too much, but then again, you know, MF doesn't really have any skill shots that she can avoid with Tumble. That's what makes that matchup a little bit worse. So Ashe has gone down to about half health. That Crystal Arrow now going down, but Rengar is on the hunt, looking for that Misfortune. And yes, the Ignite is going to go off, and that Ignite is going to finish it off. While in the meantime, in mid, nothing is quite developed yet. It looked like something was going to happen, but it didn't actually happen. Very disappointing. But the Rabadon's Death Cap is now completed onto that Lux, and that's going to be phenomenal. Blitzcrank really doesn't have that many items. He has the Boots of Mobility, he has the 3 gold pretends, and a Chain Vest. That's pretty much it. Vayne has 2 items looking for a Trinity Force, which is an interesting build, to say the least. I don't feel that she should be going Trinity Force. It does proc a lot off Tumble, yes, but her true damage is really where a lot of your damage comes from if you can amplify that in any way. Especially with your short range, so you kind of typically need a Bloodthirster or something like that. But this will give her the ability to kite around a little bit for the team. It's really going to help her coordinate. Oh, Cho'Gath is coming in. Is he going to? No, the Rupture does not connect this time, and that's going to be a silence with some auto attacks, and that red buff is really going to proc. Oh, and the Omnom's coming down on Cho'Gath. Oh, a great Zanya's Hourglass onto that Rengar, just barely being able to dodge that Rupture. And, oh my gosh, Katarina is now going down. Oh, and now the teleport top is going to go down almost instantly. Not a good time for Lux players. Oh, and the Great Stun getting it on 2 of them, but the ultimate is going to stop the Katarina ult, and now a lot of damage. Crystal are actually going down, hitting that Mundo. Rengar ends up falling, and oh my gosh, the Blitzcrank does not quite kill, and yes, the Riven does end up going down to Mundo, and Cho'Gath goes down to Mundo himself. And red team is really bringing it back. Vayne actually taking out the MF 1 vs 1 this time. Wow. Okay, so the fight that we just saw. Let's see. Okay, so MF. Oh my gosh, doing so much damage, or getting so much damage out to her. And wow, yeah, Vayne just absolutely rips apart. Those silver bolts have been proven to be so very effective, and she's doing a wonderful job at landing those. She does have that Trinity Force, and that's probably what gave her the win. I still kind of expected like a Bloodthirst or something. Oh my gosh, and a great pull going down on Katarina. Katarina's gonna flash and Shumpo over to that Cho'Gath and run for her life. Overall, wonderful play. Wow, this game is constantly back and forth. The gold advantage has diminished down to about 1,000 gold now. Really impressive. Really impressive. So if we take a look at all the items, it looks like Blitzcrank finally picked up a Warden's Mail, so he does have a little bit of survivability. He's probably going to end up going for that random wins here pretty soon. I don't think he has all that much gold in his pocket right now. He has 150. That's not really going to be enough to get that random wins, but it's still really helpful. And MF once again throwing out that ult, clearing the creep wave except for one little minion. And MF still taking quite a bit of damage. Vayne has 165 CS versus Vayne's 195. They each have 5 kills though and 5 deaths. Oh, Rengar going in against... Oh man, Riven is not really doing any damage, but neither is Rengar. That fight would have lasted a really long time if it kept going like that. But overall, it looks like, yeah, MF Misfortune is going to be #1 on her team, and Mundo on the other team. Wow, Katarina instantly blowing up that arrow, hitting perfectly onto that Lux, and Katarina is able to get in there and get basically her full ultimate off. Blitzcrank did not interfere, and that's definitely not what they wanted to happen. Now, Mundo's coming in. He's just kind of playing Ringer on the Rosie, looking for some wards, and I don't know if that's going to be the best method for them right now. They really need to group up as a team because they're getting kind of picked apart by the red team right now, and it's really starting to show. And now the red team, are they going to go for that dragon? The dragon has respawned, but now, oh my gosh, the Baron is going down. Red team has pinged down the Baron. It's possible that they know they are, but yes, look, yeah, the Ashe Hawk is going to spot that out in a heartbeat. Now, oh man, if Mundo goes down, this is going to be dead. Mundo gets the smite steal on the Baron, or not steal, but gets the smite on the Baron, and now Vayne is going through. Is she going to go down the, wow, a wonderful job, doing a ton of damage. And that is going to be Baron on only 2 members of the blue team. And, oh my god, a great grab from this Blitzcrank. Going to be able to hit that up quite a bit. Lux taking a lot of damage, going down almost instantly. And now Riven almost dead. This is not going to be a good time. Another ultimate now coming out. But yeah, that is a free ace for the red team. So that was a 5-for-0 trade. They're going to be pushing extremely hard now. Extremely hard. There's no Baron, so at least the red team doesn't have Baron. That's a plus side for the blue team. But it's still incredibly dangerous, and that's what I'm worried about. They're going to take out the first inhibitor tower of the game, followed by the inhibitor, and that ultimate from MF is going to come out doing a ton of damage, just clearing out that creep wave, and they're going to recall right now as they need to. Rengar comes in, he throws down his ult, he gets 2 battle wars. Is he going to be able to take out the... Oh no, doesn't actually get the Riven, but now, yes, he actually does. Great job, and now the Crystal Arrow coming down onto the Mundo. Doesn't really stun him for very long. He's on the hunt, he's on the prowl, he's going in, and this is dangerous. Unfortunately, he does not have his ult, and that is going to slow down Vayne once again. That volley spam is so powerful, but she is out of mana. I don't know if she can afford another one. Almost, yes, she can afford that last one. That's all she can get. That's all she gets. Uh-oh. Now a huge ton of damage. Yes, she is able to pick up the MF. A great job. Katarina is going to be coming out and doing a ton of damage herself. She is going to be able to Ko and Shumpo as well as Death Lotus right on top. And wow, that laser. It's so much damage. Great job by Lux being able to get that, almost picking up the Cho'Gath as well. If they can kill this Cho'Gath, that would be a huge load off their shoulders. I just don't know if they'll be able to. Oh my gosh, that light binding didn't quite hit, which is really impressive that it didn't. And now, yeah, the Omnom is going to take him down with conjunction from the help of Riven. He's at 137 health. You know how long it takes to get somebody at 3,200 health, like full tank build, down to 100 health? It's so disheartening. It's like, it's really demoralizing once you get somebody down that low. You spend so much time trying to kill somebody, and then they get down to 100 health before you die. I'm a little disappointed that light binding didn't hit, because I'm pretty sure that would have killed him, like just the light binding. But even if it didn't, the follow-up damage would have really easily. Again, this match is 22 kills to 22 kills. Red team has an advantage of about 2k. And a majority of that is probably from the Baron. It looks like they're going for this Dragon now. That's really going to help out their gold lead just a little bit. It may not be #1 in kills, but it really doesn't matter when you get the gold. It's going to be like a false sense of security. At least blue team isn't super demoralized, though. They were able to pick up that Baron, which really helps, because that would have been a nightmare if the red team picked up Baron and then aced him. That might have been GG, because they wouldn't have been able to follow as much as they did with that type of presence. Uh-oh, MF going down almost instantly. Is Rengar going to be able to pick up that kill? He is ult. Yes, he's ultied, and he is going to get a little bit of extra damage. Looks like Cho'Gath is going to try to do as much as he can. He does have quite a bit of damage just from that Wit's End. And now Cho'Gath, yes, the Condemned into the wall is going to take him down really low, and the ultimate from Cho'Gath almost cleans it up. Just doesn't quite. In the meantime, Katarina is able to shoot, but no, she gets grabbed once again. Wow, Mundo is on top of her right now, and the Randu and Squiggle coming out. I don't think she's going to be able to get out of this. Is she going to be able to Shumpo? Yes, she will. And Ashe is a great little slow bot, and now she's going to die for the Katarina. Unfortunate, but it does happen. Riven going really hard into this tower. She does have that Guardian Angel, and that is going to be another tower destroyed. The only thing that's left is that Nexus, and she is finally going to go down. So after ripping apart that blue team pace, Riven finally goes down. She did a great job, kind of just doing a little bit of backdooring action. Wonderful plays overall, all around. Oh, the Death Lotus now coming out. Blitzcrank, like I said, is able to pick it up so easily. He didn't start it as early as I would have liked, or as we would have all hoped. She does have that spell vamp, so it does a lot of damage really quickly. So if you don't ult immediately when you're in range, then you're going to have a bad time. And that's exactly what happened to Blitzcrank. He didn't quite ult in time, and so he still took a ton of damage. Tons of damage. Yeah. Wow, Riven is so fed right now. She has 239 CS, which is #1 in the game, only by 2. So Rengar's still doing a phenomenal job, but she also has 7 kills, which is, I guess 3rd in the game. But oh my gosh, the Maw Malmortius with that with the Bloodthirster and the Guardian Angel, Merc Treads, and the 2 Doran's Blades. She's going to do so much damage. She's going to be extremely difficult to kill. Now Rengar coming out. Oh my gosh. The light binding does land, but I don't think, yes, the laser will be able to pick that up. It looks like Rengar will go down from this. Yes, he will.
Shut down.
Great arrow coming out from Ashe, though. Cho'Gath was able to pick up the Rengar, and that's really all that matters. Rengar picks up. Oh no, is that? Yes, this could be a Power Fist onto the Cho'Gath. They're going to run away. Wow, and a hop to the Falcon Punch. Grabbing him back, and yes, it does go down. The Death Bomb is now coming out, and a lot of damage going down to her. She gets popped up. She's going super low. Are the minions going to kill her? No, but the Vayne will. Vayne gets double kill, and this is going to be really bad news for the red team. She keeps us up. 8 kills on Vayne. Oh my dear lord. So I still don't understand that Trinity Force. I know I'm harping on that probably way too much, but it's interesting. It will give her extra mobility, it will give her a little bit extra tankiness, some extra slow, so she can continue to do damage. I just think that raw damage is still going to be a lot better for her. She needs that Bloodthirster just to stay alive in fights once she gets really close in. Especially going against an Ashe, I think that's really important. Ashe doing what she can, but it's not really doing much since she's support, of course. And blue team finally backs off. Great push by them. They're gonna be relatively behind with those minions. With the minions just at their doorstep. So it could be extremely dangerous. I don't know if the red team is gonna go for this Baron now. This could be a prime opportunity for them to go for the Baron, or at least check on the Baron. Yeah, so they checked on it just in case. Blue team did go back, but now they're pretty much back in the lanes, and they're gonna be hovering over the Baron. If I were to take a guess, they're definitely gonna hover around this Baron. Yeah. And that is gonna be the first ward going down into the Baron pit. Nobody has any Oracle's elixirs, so they're gonna have to back off. There's no real reason to start a fight that you know you already have a disadvantage to. Oh my gosh, red team has 3 wards, like right in a row. This is a gold mine for anybody that had an Oracle. Oh well, red team is now going on to the Baron. This could be really good news if they're able to pick this up. Which it looks like they're focusing a little too much. Wow, the laser almost killing that MF. MF goes down from the auto attacks from the Baron, and now, wow, Vayne is going in really hard. Looks like she might be able to take on this Riven. She does, but she goes down with her. Cho'Gath finally goes down to the Rengar. Rengar gets that double kill, and Rengar's possibly... No, it looks like they will run away, yes. Great job by them. They really needed to run away. Probably just push up mid, take mid inhibitor in the tower. That will be the biggest thing that they can do right now. If they take the inhibitor, that could be really positive for them. Move in the right direction. But they are now up by gold once again. Blue team doing a phenomenal job just coming back in like every single game. And that is going to be an inhibitor down for red and none for blue. Because blue's respawned, of course. So now that MF has the last Whisper, the Phantom Dance, and the Infinity Edge, she's going to be extremely difficult to reach. I don't know. It's going to be really hard. It's really hard to sustain that kind of damage coming out from an AD carry. And as you can see, Vayne has now picked up the BF Sword and the Vamp Scepter. It looks like she's going for that Bloodthirster finally. But she will not have... Oh my gosh. Is he going to get cut out? No, he throws a cleaver backwards. And a great double snare with the laser from Lux, doing quite a bit of damage. Getting 2 members of the red team super low. And all the grab just barely missed that Cho'Gath, but now, yes, he's going to be able to pick that up pretty easily. Cho'Gath is going to get a rupture on 3 members of the blue team and a great ultimate from MF, now doing quite a bit. But Vayne picks up the kill, and now, Vayne's going in really hard against Riven's going in hard against the Vayne, and Riven's Guardian Angel goes down, not able to do anything outside that, and kill Vayne. That's so dangerous. Killing the Vayne when you're all by yourself, you knew they were going to push up really hard, and so that's exactly what they need to do. They need to kill the Vayne to help prevent it, at least. But I believe that this could be game. It's going to be close. Both teams played a spectacular game. Rengar pops his ultimate, flashes, tries to go in, does quite a bit of damage, and yes, the ultimate from Lux is going to be able to pick that up, and now the shield is going to protect him from the ignite, but I don't trust Katarina. One bouncing blade, is it going to bounce to him? Katarina coming in, throwing down, yes, is able to pick up that Rengar, gets grabbed by the Blitzcrank, and now starts her ultimate, gets destroyed. And this is going to be, like I said, an auto attack war on the Nexus. Are they going to be able to do it? It looked like it's at about half. Lux coming in, doing a little bit of damage himself. Just kind of the members that are on the summoner platform. And that's definitely going to be GG. And that game was so back and forth. I could not tell you who's going to win that game. That was absolutely insane. Both teams were really close together as far as skill level goes. And everything, just every single aspect of it was absolutely phenomenal. But congratulations to the blue team, and GG to the red team. You guys fought valiantly. In the next time in the Fields of Justice, hopefully you get it. I'm rooting for you. Cross my fingers. Anyway, I want you guys to know that I still do appreciate all your guys' support. If you haven't seen my vlog that announced my 500 subscribers thing, strongly recommend you check it out. It's on my channel. I do raffles every time I hit one of my personal goals, just to kind of give back, because my personal goals are really revolved around you guys for the most part. So whenever I meet one of my personal goals, I like to share it with you guys by just kind of doing RP giveaways. So make sure to tune into my vlog. Make sure you get everything that you get from that, and of course, leave comments if you have any specific champion or player you want to see. Leave it in a comment, send me in a PM, and I will just definitely try to get that champion or player. And if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button or hit that subscribe button in the middle of the screen. If you want to see any other videos, you can click my next or previous button at the bottom, or you can just go to my channel. And again, thanks guys for everything. I will see you later.